Hello everyone and welcome to Struck by Enlightenment. I'm Kristen Bomas and today we're talking about the winter solstice. Astronomically, the winter solstice on the northern hemisphere is that point at which the sun is at its southernmost point, bringing us the shortest day and the longest night of the year. So it runs around somewhere around December 21st, 22nd. You can check your calendar each year to see what day it is on that year. It has a lot of meaning. So we're going to look at how it's a part of our holiday season and really how it was celebrated in the past and its magical qualities. So let's look at the winter solstice and the celebration. Because it is the darkest night of the year, the longest night, the shortest day, it is a time of celebrating the light coming into life, right? So to the pagans who really honored the earth, it was a huge celebration because in the darkest of night, in comes the light, and the light starts to grow. And as everything grows and the light grows, so does everything else in life. So they had a huge celebration. They would decorate a Yule tree with ornaments, and they would put the Yule logs in the fire, and they would sing songs and share gifts and just have a huge celebration on behalf of the winter solstice. And does that sound somewhat familiar to you? That's where you can see how our Christmas holidays are very similar. Back in the 300s, the Christmas, or the birth of Christ, was introduced around the winter solstice in order to bring the Christians and the pagans together under one rule. And so Christ was seen as the light of the people, and Christmas was his birth, so that light was brought into the lives and would grow from there. So Christ's birthday being set to be celebrated on the 25th is because it's in concert with winter solstice. So funny enough, where we have grown in terms of our Christmas celebration is we put up a Christmas tree, we decorate it with ornaments, we sing Christmas carols, and we put Yule logs in the fire, right? Mistletoe, that's all part of the old pagan beliefs for the winter solstice. So you see that there's a tremendous amount of crossover. So the winter solstice, as I said, was the darkest night and light came in. And what makes that so magically special is during winter solstice, because it's so dark, it's a shadow time. It's that time where we release that which blocks us from what we want to plant. And you plant the seeds in the darkest of soil so that as it breaks the edge and the light hits it, it grows and grows and grows, right? That's what we do on the winter solstice. We plant the seeds of the dream that we wish to grow. And we plant them and in a soil that is free of any poison, right? Any toxins. And so we're releasing that which blocks us, and we are instead planting seeds of that which will nourish us and bring us great joy in this life. And so we bring joy to the world within ourselves. And I'm sure that also sounds familiar because, as we know, we have a new year that begins in the dead of winter. Why? Because we're celebrating the resolutions, right? That's not why, but we celebrate net resolutions because it is coming out of the winter solstice where we set in motion those dreams. Now, if you think about that, if you can take winter solstice and you can put all of your dreams in motion, you set your goals, as we like to call it, and you really pay attention to what those goals are, then you've already put them in motion somewhere around the 21st, this year I think it is the 21st of December. Then on the 31st of December, you're going to re-energize that commitment, right? And you're going to put it all back out again in your New Year's resolutions. And then if you really want to push it forward, you can do the exact same thing again on the new moon in the new year, because that first new moon is also very powerful. So the winter solstice is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful time of celebration, at least in my world and in many people's world, because it opens the opportunity to manifesting your dreams, to kicking off a winter season, and that in turn kicks off the holidays, some of the holidays, definitely New Year's Eve for all of us, and some other stuff as well. So let's start this year by looking within yourself. What would you like to release in order to nourish the soil, to plant your seeds, to grow your dreams? Let winter solstice be that time for you. And then re-energize your dreams on your New Year's resolution. And for those of you who are Christian, understand where your holiday comes from. Understand the way we celebrate that holiday as a people is very much as we celebrated it as pagans many, many, many centuries ago. Thank you so much for joining me. May each of you have a new outlook on the winter solstice. Thank you so much for joining me, and please visit KristenBomas.com, where you can easily access all of my social circles.